You are sitting in a meeting. The words are still coming, but somewhere along the way, your attention quietly left the room. Your eyes settle on a wall, a ceiling tile, the back of someone's chair. And then it arrives, that dull, restless ache, that uncomfortable feeling that seems to whisper that you should be somewhere else, doing something else. You call it boredom. Most people treat boredom like a flaw in the system, a glitch, a sign that something has gone wrong. But what if boredom is not a malfunction at all? What if it is one of the oldest survival tools your brain has ever possessed? This is not really a story about boredom. It is a story about why boredom exists, and the answer begins nearly 2 million years before the first phone, the first city, or even the first written word. Imagine your ancestors sitting beside a fading fire on the African grasslands. The hunt is over, the food has been shared, the danger has passed. For the first time all day, there is nothing demanding immediate attention. No predators, no food to gather, no emergency to solve. Just silence. Yet inside the mind, something begins to stir, a feeling that the present moment is somehow not enough, a subtle pressure pushing attention beyond the horizon. That feeling was not a mistake. Evolution built it on purpose. Think about every major survival signal your brain possesses. Hunger pushes you toward food. Fear pushes you away from danger. Loneliness pushes you toward other people. Boredom is different. It does not tell you exactly where to go. It simply tells you that staying exactly where you are may no longer be the best use of your attention. In other words, boredom is the brain's exploration signal. It is the internal force that says there might be something better beyond what you can currently see. And for early humans, that signal mattered enormously. The people who occasionally wondered what was over the next ridge often discovered new water sources, new food supplies, and new opportunities. Curiosity helped humans survive. Exploration helped humans adapt, and boredom became the spark that ignited both. Researchers who study boredom discovered something surprising. Boredom is not simply the absence of stimulation. It is the feeling that your current activity is no longer meaningful enough to deserve your mental resources. Your brain is essentially saying, attention is valuable. Spend it somewhere better. Notice what happens when you become bored. Your thoughts begin to drift. Your imagination starts generating possibilities. You ask questions. What if there's a better way? What if I tried something different? What if there's an opportunity I haven't noticed yet? Those questions have shaped human history. Every invention, every expedition, every breakthrough began as a mind refusing to stay trapped inside the obvious. Neuroscientists call part of this process the default mode network. Despite its name, it's anything but inactive. When external demands fade away, this network comes alive. It helps you imagine future scenarios, replay experiences, solve problems, and build entirely new ideas. What feels like doing nothing is often your brain performing some of its most important work. For thousands of generations, humans had long stretches of unstructured time, moments with no screens, no endless feeds, no constant stream of information. Around campfires, on long walks, during quiet afternoons, minds wandered. Stories emerged, tools improved, communities evolved. Boredom was not the enemy of progress, it was one of its engines. Now compare that world to yours. The moment boredom appears, a device appears, a notification, a video, a scroll, a distraction waiting less than a second away. Modern technology has become incredibly effective at removing boredom before boredom has a chance to do its job. The problem is not entertainment itself. The problem is that every interruption cuts short a process your brain evolved to complete. Studies repeatedly show that people often become more creative after periods of boredom. The discomfort forces the mind to search beyond the obvious. Creativity is not born from constant stimulation. It often emerges from the absence of it. Your brain was never designed to operate at maximum engagement every waking second. It was designed to alternate between focus and reflection, between action and imagination, between effort and wandering. And perhaps the most important thing boredom does is something rarely discussed. It forces you to meet yourself. When distractions disappear, deeper questions begin to surface. What do you actually care about? What are you avoiding? What direction feels meaningful? Boredom clears enough space for those questions to finally be heard. That's why boredom often feels uncomfortable, not because it's empty, but because it reveals what has been buried beneath noise. For millions of years, this feeling helped guide human attention toward growth, exploration, and discovery, yet today, we treat it like an emergency that must be solved immediately. Every platform competes for the same thing: your attention during the exact moments boredom begins to appear. And every time boredom is interrupted, a conversation with your own mind is cut short. So the next time that restless ache arrives, pause for a moment before reaching for your phone, because that feeling may not be emptiness at all. It may be the same signal that pushed your ancestors toward unexplored horizons, the same signal that sparked inventions, stories, discoveries, and dreams, the same signal that still lives inside you today. Boredom is not trying to waste your time. It might be trying to show you where your attention truly belongs.